We are coming to you from the Compaq Center in Houston. Tonight we will see the Holly Cousins finally wrestle the Dudley Boys after the Dudleys dished out savage attacks on Crash and Hardcore a few weeks ago. We will also see Steve Blackman face Stevie Richards, and in our main event, Triple H and Chyna team up against Vince and Shane McMahon. We also have some big news to bring you regarding Unforgiven this Sunday. The multi-man match for the WWF title has now become a 5-way. This was confirmed when Stone Cold used his ability to reinstate Vince McMahon as owner of the World Wrestling Federation. Per the stipulation of the end of an era match at Fully Loaded, Austin's win meant Vince was relieved of his day-to-day duties as chairman, but Stone Cold was the only one who had the power to bring him back. Austin has now exercised this right on account of the fact that Vince's first order of business would be to insert Stone Cold into the WWF title match at Unforgiven, and also guarantee Steve a one-on-one match with Triple H at a later date. But fans, we are going to go straight to the back now as a brawl is currently taking place in the Boiler Room. Mideon and Mankind going at it. Mideon coming to Mankind's lair, the Boiler Room, as these two are trading right hands, going back and forth. Chokehold now. Mankind trying to break free. And oh, the steam into the face of Mideon. Mandible claw now. Mankind breaking free just before the steam entered. And oh, now here's Viscera and Big Show. Mankind left the Boiler Room, and there's two big splashes from Big Vis, the 450 pounder, and there's another one. Mankind's ribs must be crushed by now. This is an all-out mugging and assault. 2-on-1 here, and Mankind getting thrown back through the Boiler Room entranceway, but here comes The Rock, back up at last. The Rock and Mankind scored big victories over a team featuring Big Show and Undertaker last Monday. Then the Tag Champs defeated Viscera and Mideon on Smackdown. Still 2-on-1 here. Rock trying to counteract these two behemoths. That's over 1,000 pounds The Rock is up against. The Great One holding his own as he backs off now. These two still ready to pounce. Vis whipped through the double doors. Kane and Undertaker brawling on the other end of the basement in the bells of the Compaq Center. There's a total of 7 men all trying to beat the hell out of each other here. 3 of them will be opponents at Unforgiven Sunday, but they're working together here tonight. Rock and Big Show's brawl is taking them out in front of us now. This has been an explosive start to Monday Night Raw. Show and Taker absolutely livid, and it shows. They first lost twice to Rock and Mankind with the tag titles on the line. Then they were denied a shot at the WWF title by our tag team champs last week on Raw. These two on the stage now. Massive arms of the Big Show wrapping around the head of the Rock. Uh-oh, Show sending Rock up. It's a long way down there. Oh, good lord. Rock thrown off the stage by Big Show. What a drop that is, but Mankind is here. Barely in one piece. Same goes for the Rock now, if not worse. Mankind getting thrown around concrete a moment ago. There's a steel grating underneath these two men now. And oh no, Viscera is back once again. This is a 2-on-1 advantage. And this is getting uglier and uglier, folks. As if the concrete had no give, that steel is just as bad. And oh no, that's a human being. Mankind ragdolled into the steel beam, and Taker and Kane are still throwing hands. These two have gone to hell and back trying to destroy each other the past year and a half, and it doesn't look like they have any plans of stopping. The Rock thrown off the stage, Mankind thrown against the steel, but Kane is still standing. It has remained 1v1 between the Big Red Machine and the Dead Man. We need some EMTs out here and some referees back there. We're back on Raw, and we had one hell of a start to the show. As we show you what just happened, we're going to give you some updates on those that were involved in the brawl that just took place. Mideon has suffered facial burns as a result of the steam from the pipe hitting his face after Mankind broke free from the chokehold. The burns do not appear to be severe, but Mideon has been brought to a local medical facility to be treated. As have the Rock and Mankind, who both suffered very nasty falls as Rock was thrown off the stage by the Big Show. It must have been a 15-foot drop from above the head of Show to the floor. Show would then toss Mankind through the gap between the steel beams, holding up the Titantron, and then onto the steel ramp. What condition are Rock and Mankind gonna be in ahead of the 5-way for the WWF title this Sunday at Unforgiven? The Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman taking on the original King of Swing dancing Stevie Richards. Blackman is at a torrid time as of late thanks to the actions and mind games being played by his Unforgiven opponent Val Venus. Blackman's duffel bag of weapons have been stolen by Val, but Blackman has said this all ends Sunday in Charlotte. One side affair thus far in way of the Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman. Blackman has a 3rd degree black belt and has studied in 3 different martial arts disciplines, often referred to as a silent assassin, submission specialist as well, as you can see. Could this be a preview of Unforgiven? The big Valvoski will certainly hope not. No nonsense from Blackman. Guillotine there, throw first into the second rope, and here's Val Venus with one of Blackman's kendo sticks, taken from Blackman's duffel bag of weapons. Val doing some scouting ahead of Sunday. Triangle submission, and Stevie Richards gives up. Blackman victorious. Now this for good measure, sending a message to Val ahead of Unforgiven. Val sizing up the competition. The mind games will have only taken him so far, but come Sunday, once the bell rings, it's put up or shut up, and Val is now saying that he left a present for Blackman on the other side of the ring. Oh, wait a minute, that's Stevie Richards dressed up as Steve Blackman, kendo stick and all. The clothes and weapon must have been taken from Blackman's duffel bag. More games from Val, who seems to be in cahoots with Stevie Richards. And Blackman is absolutely furious. Stevie Richards even getting a wig to mimic the same hair. A+ for effort, but the execution, however, has got him quite the beating. And Val loving this as he watches on from the ramp, still with kendo stick in hand. Poor Stevie Richards taking a hell of a beating tonight. And let's hope for Stevie's sake that all of this was worth it. Blackman cannot wait to get his hands on Val Venus, and Stevie Richards wisely getting out of there. We're back on Raw. Dudley Boys set to take on the Hollies. The Dudleys arriving on the scene here in the WWF by attacking numerous teams, including the Hollies and the Dudleys' opponents at Unforgiven, the Acolytes. Way to make an instant impact by attacking some of the toughest men in the locker room, and Dudley Boys are now signalling to the truck to play something on the Titantron. And there's the Dudleys attacking Crash in the locker room. This looks like it was from earlier today. Yet another unforeseen attack by the Dudleys. And much like was the case with the previous assaults on the Acolytes and the Hollies, it's once again 2-on-1. Bubba has a chair, and now brutally beating here Crash Holly. And how is Crash going to be able to compete? And where on earth is Hardcore? There's your answer. Hardcore Holly running to the ring, and we are underway. This is going to be a handicap match. This was another calculated plan from the Dudleys. They knew they were going to be in for a hell of a fight here, so they decided to take out Crash, the less experienced of the two. The Dudleys know they are already in for a big battle Sunday at Unforgiven versus the Acolytes. I'm sure they want to go into that match unscathed, so making this one a 2-on-1 situation was in their best, albeit twisted interests. And no surprise here to see the newcomers dominate. Irish whip now, and could this be? Oh no, counter from Holly. I'm almost certain they were setting up for a move we are yet to see. The Dudleys used the WWF as won them countless tag team titles over in ECW. Bob Holly trying to put up a fight here, but the man advantage is going to be too hard to overcome. Powerbomb from Bubba, and Holly could be risking severe injury by continuing to put up a fight here. The ref may need to step in, but there's the belly to belly. Cover now from Bubba. The pre-match underhand tactics from Bubba and Devon made this match very little of a contest. The Dudleys will collide with the Acolytes this Sunday, who rest assured will have their wits about them. Smackdown this Thursday is the final stop before Unforgiven. We will see Val Venus face Al Snow. The stipulation for the hardcore title match at Unforgiven, where the Big Boss Man defends against Al, will also be revealed by the champion. Also on Smackdown, we will witness a gauntlet match featuring the competitors in the WWF title 5-way at Unforgiven. Each match in the gauntlet will have a unique stipulation. What shape might Rock and Mankind be in after the beating they suffered tonight? And we could also be asking that same question of the WWF champion Triple H, who coming up right now teams with the Intercontinental Champion Chyna to face Vince and Shane McMahon.
No chance, that's what you got. Up against a machine too strong. Pretty politicians buying souls for runs on puppets. Won't find their place in line. 1, 2, is this on? Yo, Jimmy, hit me with that Triple H. Yeah, you let the music keep playing, Mr. Don. Yo, tell me what time it is now. You know it's
Our main event has begun. WWF Champion Triple H in action just 6 days ahead of his title defense in the 5-way match at Unforgiven. It will be one fall to a finish in Charlotte on Sunday. The game does not need to be pinned to lose his title. Ever since Hunter has won the title, he will stop at nothing to keep it, even if it means attacking a McMahon, as was the case last Thursday when Vince McMahon made his return after 2 months away. Vince regaining full control of day-to-day operations of the WWF following Stone Cold's decision to reinstate him. This provided Austin got his contractually obligated rematch for the WWF title this Sunday as opposed to any later, which was a decision that would have previously been made at the discretion of Shane McMahon, who of course has been aligned with Triple H lately. Their opponents tonight, however, in a match made by Vince. Vince has also guaranteed Austin a singles match with Triple H at a later date, regardless if either man is WWF champion or not. Vince now getting his hands on the game after Triple H attacked the chairman on Smackdown. It was an assault that would have been made even worse if not for Stone Cold of all people making the save for Vince. As the two double team their common enemy in Triple H. Triple H is paranoid about how everyone is out to get him, but that is the risk you take as the top dog as WWF champion. It's the way that Triple H has won the title and since been able to keep it that has 4 other men gunning for him so badly. Can add Vince to that list following last Thursday as Triple H is fast running out of friends in the WWF. And while Vince doesn't have an athletic ability and ring prowess, he more than makes up for in toughness and aggression. Schoolboy now, and Chyna breaks it up. The game sending Shane for the ride. High knee on the button there. Shane goes out to the outside. Chyna and Vince going at it in the ring. And pedigree on the floor. And hang on a second. Oh, where did that sledgehammer come from? Triple H cannot go anywhere without it. And it's putting people out of action. It needs to be stopped. Triple H does not care who gets in his way. He's going to go to any limits to destroy them until it is just him and only him that sits atop of the mountain. He is sick, he is vicious, he is self-centered. Our ringside doctors are checking on Shane. He's hurt bad and it's only going to get worse. Vince is alone. It's 2-on-1 plus the sledgehammer. But hang on. Chyna's Unforgiven opponent, Billy Gunn, pulling her out of the ring. And there's the famouser now. Gunn getting one over on Chyna before he challenges for her Intercontinental title Sunday. And now he's getting out of there. But Triple H still brutalising Vince with a sledgehammer. And now he throws it away. Does Triple H realise what he has done? Think of the consequences that will be dealt as a result of this. Oh, but now, explanation point, centre of the ring, pedigree. Enough is enough. And hold on, Vince's daughter Stephanie trying to get Triple H to stop. Now Test, he can't be with Stephanie anymore due to the stipulation at SummerSlam, but I'm sure he could not stand to see this go on. Triple H running to the ramp as he goes at it with Test. Test clearly still cares for the McMahon family and had to try and put a stop to this. And whose car is that? What could this be? Triple H. He's just been on a completely different level lately. It's been savagery behaviour, almost subhuman, you could say. He must be stopped. But it just does not look like anyone is going to do that anytime soon. He has just taken over this show and he's just beating the hell out of everyone. Pedigree on the stage to Test, who tried to help out here. No way. Austin was not scheduled to be here tonight. That must have been him in that limo stunner. Finally, someone's put an end to this, but we are out of time.